Hello guys, this is DJST and welcome to my What We Know So Far video for the Empress of Mars. This episode is written by Mark Gatiss and is directed by Wayne Yip. He previously directed Class and he directed The Lie of the Land last week. Mark Gatiss is a writer who writes Sherlock. He wrote the Ice Warriors episode with Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman in like series 7, and he's a good enough writer. I think that Sherlock made him go slightly lower in my list, but yeah, I would still say he's quite an honourable writer. And he wrote that awful episode last year, Sleep No More, didn't he? It was awful. I hated it. So, this episode is the premise that the Doctor, Bill and Nardole have gone on to Mars for a reason, which I don't know, and they are greeted by a conflict between Ice Warriors and Victorian soldiers, and I think the idea is there's going to be a lot of the Martians waking up slowly, then waking up, and then the fight continuing, I suppose. Well, I suppose that the more they wake up, and the more they wake up, and they keep waking up, and there'll be a lot of them. And also the decision that the Doctor needs to make is whether these Ice Warriors are actually, not these Ice Warriors, is whether the soldiers will, because Earth soldiers are invading Mars, and it's normally Mars that invades Earth, so he's put a spin on that, causing it to go into this new territory that they previously hadn't done in Doctor Who before. This episode to me looks amazing. You saw the trailer. There looks like there is some very good sets in this episode. The costumes look great. The visual effects look a little bit sloppy, but I suppose for a TV show they're quite good. The Doctor is going to try and stop these Victorian soldiers from invading Mars, pretty much. He's going to try and stop them from getting to where they want to go, from getting up into the hives of the Ice Warriors and getting killed, pretty much. This is also going to be the episode where we will see a new kind of Ice Warrior, and that is like a female Ice Warrior. You see it in the trailer. I'm not quite sure what to think about that. Do I think that Mark Gatiss kind of just goes female? Why not? Just make it female. Or they were thinking feminism sort of thing, or they were going on the lines of this hasn't been done before, let's make it ourselves, and we could make it a unique sort of thing. But I do think that the Empress of Mars is going to be the only female. Because I think that they might they might be going into a bit of territory there that they don't want to be going into. So I think that's it. We know fairly little about this episode, apart from all the stuff I've just said, and we don't know a massive amount. Is what I mean. Obviously we're out of this 3-parter now, so we have our own separate stories. Obviously I like Wayne Yip as a director, so I'm very looking forward to seeing this episode. Thank you guys for watching. This has been DJST Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed this video too much. Comment down below what you would like to happen in this episode, because it's obviously very vague from the trailers. So thank you guys for watching. This has been DJST Studios. Goodbye.